Hi, I'm Richard Steinman, Director of the MD-PhD program. Very pleased, along with my colleagues, Chelsea Prue and Doctors Doris Rubio and Galen Switzer, to present our project on measuring self-efficacy in investigative careers in order to enhance and optimize physician-scientist research training. We all can appreciate, especially of late, the critical importance of having a productive and robust physician-scientist workforce. There are many challenges. There's significant attrition in basic and translational physician scientists at the level of junior faculty and onwards. There are challenges in how one builds research competencies, knowledge, and skills that are strategically positioned for the future biomedical landscape. As well, how to support the dual identity at the interface of discrete clinical and research cultures and roles. A predictor beyond simply looking at papers and grants of persistence in this track would be very helpful. And it would be particularly helpful if it could identify areas in which curricula and training programs could adapt to support the skills and the competencies that will allow those in the course to persist. So I'm going to describe our measure, which is related to trainee confidence in different areas of their skills. The cohort is MSTP students, PSTP, the 5-year medical student course students, and those residents and fellows in our MD-only Burroughs Welcome program. All of these programs, totaling 140 individuals, are aimed at building basic and translational investigators who are clinically active and who have a full curriculum through the programs, but also productive laboratory work. So the measure contains items related to traditional research productivity, grants, and the ability to write AIMS pages, for instance, as well as to intrinsic and transactional competencies. The development of the measure was by, it's a 36-item measure on a 10-point scale from low to high self-confidence. 8 items are from a validated 12-item CRAE, clinical research assessment inventory, 28 items from the literature, from needs assessments that we conducted on 192 residents and fellows, or from a focus group that we did with trainees to ensure that the full range of perceived research and career priorities were included. We piloted this with a small group of trainees and had a high Cronbach alpha, and those who were postgraduate exhibited higher confidence, not surprisingly, than those in training pre-graduate. So I'd like to just highlight a couple things on the scale, which you see now in front of you. The scale is 0 to 10. This is a heat map of responses from high responses, writing the results of the results section of a research paper, to low confidence areas, for instance, preparing a budget grant, sort of a control area. And if you look in between, it's apparent that there are many areas which relate to traditional scientific skills, assessing the number of animals needed for a study, writing review or discussion sections. But there are also intrinsic skill measures. And here we see one area of discrepancy, assessing if that something is an opportunity for growth is met with high confidence, whereas saying no to opportunities that do not offer professional or personal growth had a lower confidence level. Transactional skills are strikingly toward the bottom, and that's either initiating, sustaining, or terminating collaborations, networking, um, recruiting people to a common outcome. And so we would like to use this measure. Once we analyze it, we'd like to do a full psychometric analysis. We'd like to see how it cross associates with current levels of productivity and training, as well, because this is being given as part of a 114 item instrument that has already established measures related to burnout, grit, career adaptability, motivation, and others. We'd like to see how this converges with those measures. And we will see an exploratory factor analysis if it has subscales, for instance, intrinsic and extrinsic competency domains separating out. The goal of this is to guide the training mission, to identify gaps in the pedagogical supportive competencies so that we can increase resources, increase attention to trainees' confidence in areas where self-efficacy needs to be improved. Ultimately, we're hoping that this measure will be robust in facilitating longitudinal prediction of the full range of competencies that are needed to succeed, not simply knowledge-based, but also interaction-based and intrinsic skill sets. Thank you very much. Bye.